Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I just want to take a couple minutes and just kind of give a quick little talk on doing some relic hunting site research and some of the resources you might be able to use depending where you live in the country and what you're after. So, in my area, let's start with Civil War hunting. Civil War hunting for me is the easiest research to do. Um, it's readily available. Everything was pretty much published documents, right? And a quick search in your area for whatever's around you should give you some pretty good maps from the period and get you on your way to finding sites. The hardest thing about it for me is finding spots that are publicly accessible or that are not protected, or finding spots where you can get permission. Um, so that's about really it for Civil War hunting. You just get on Google and do your diligence there, and you'll come across probably everything you need to know. And a lot of you have probably done that already. Um, Home sites. So depending where you live and how people were settling the area, it can be easy or it can be difficult to get into a home site. If you're in the Midwest, which I have a lot of experience with, and that's anywhere in the Mississippi River Valley and extending east or west 1 to 2 states, I've hunted all areas like that. So I'm going to give you a couple secrets for those guys up there. One of the best things you can do searching for home sites up there is to Google search the term and insert your county name, so XX County Historical Atlas Map. And you might come across a link to a website called Historic Mapworks. That is a gold mine of information in the Midwestern states for early settlement period topographic maps with home site icons. So if you see Historic Mapworks on your search, that's a good one to start with. Not every home site's going to be on there. Some were built before or after whatever maps you're using. In that case, you may just have to hit the field and look for pottery, bricks, and glass on the surface in a disked up field. And if it's in the woods, you go out there, you check the high ridges, you check the slopes to water, and you just listen for nail iron, and you look for cellar holes in the woods. And that's really all it takes for home site hunting in the Midwest. My other area of experience is in the Deep South, and it's a lot more challenging to find maps. You might have to actually go to the library to get maps down here. The other techniques I just mentioned don't work for me where I'm at. There's nothing. So I will give you another website that can be a gold mine of information, and that is Historic Aerials Viewer. Look at that iron, all needs electrolyzed, cleaned up. But if you go to Historic Aerials Viewer, you can get some stuff that's in the southern states, and it will go back with aerial views and topographic maps, usually no earlier, than the 1920s. So that's been a valuable resource for me here in the deep South Gulf Coast area, for finding sites. The other thing is boots on the ground. Boots on the ground, listening for nail patches because there was no cellar holes down here, has led me to some good stuff. And that brings me to my next point, which is two things. Talking to old timers. When people find out that you're interested in relic hunting and they've been here, their family's been here for generations, they're going to tend to give you information oh, well, so-and-so used to do this, and you should talk to this person because they know this. And those things will get you onto some good spots. The other thing is, in colonial, for me, in fur trade era, is the most fulfilling research to do when you finally locate a site. And a lot of times there was old maps from the 16 and 1700s for those areas, but they're not going to be really detailed and show you a lot of home site icons. They may show you some roadways, trails, whatever, and the main waterways, but it's kind of up to you with the colonial stuff to get out there and just find it. And it's one of those things that's not hunted near as much as the Civil War stuff, at least in the South. So you can do pretty good when you find a colonial home site off in the woods. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And fur trade is another one that is very fulfilling to do good research on, but it's extremely tough to do research on. And if you want to watch a channel that is excellent fur trade finds, check out Eric at Digging Deep Detecting on YouTube. Man, he's up around the Great Lakes and he is killing it on some fur trade stuff. Check him out. But that's really about it, guys. I gave you some really good Google search terms and a couple websites that can really turn you on into some good spots. I've used them for years. So don't take that for granted. That's a little bit of an insider tip right there. And some of y'all probably know about it. A lot of y'all probably know about it. And that's fine. But just make sure you get permission before you go somewhere. It's not fun to sneak into a place and constantly be feeling like you're being watched or having to worry. It's much more productive to be relaxed when you go to work digging a site. So keep those things in mind. And I'll say one last thing. If y'all need a metal detector, get a hold of Ryan at metaldetectingshop.com. I've used a lot of dealers over the years. This guy is incredible. He's really easy to talk to. He prefers to talk, which is awesome. So yeah, he will hook you up with a machine of your choice. I think he sells pretty much everything. So that's who I'd be contacting. I've bought 3 metal detectors from him now, and it's been just a flawless experience. Shipping same day or next day, depending on what time you reach out, and everything's showing up good condition and fast. So there y'all have it. Thanks for watching. And I thought maybe I'd just give you a little bit of eye candy. This ain't nothing crazy. Of course, I don't have any of my coins set out here or anything, but it's just some good relics from the colonial period up until the early 1900s. But thank you all for watching. Have a good one.